menace to sobriety. Just a menace, just a menace, just a menace.
What I want you to do, because strangely enough, you've only ever known me sober.
That's true. Well, I knew of you before. Like I knew, like I'd seen loads of videos, watched your TV series and stuff. So I knew you as like party guy.
Yeah.
But in person, I've only ever known you sober. Yeah.
So what would be interesting for me is if you can say to me, right, if you could describe me, or like how, like, you know, as a friend, because you're a friend now, because we talk personally and we work on many different projects. How would you describe me? And then I'm going to compare that to.
Well, you love giving massages when I haven't asked.
Harvey Weinstein of the podcast community over here.
Yeah. So what do I think? So, okay, you're super dedicated to achieving, and there's always like a plan and a structure in place, which I found really impressive because I sometimes can like dawdle, and once I've got a project, I can latch onto it, but in between, I kind of can find it hard to almost like latch onto direction. So yeah, you're super dedicated with that. You're I think like myself, you're what's the word? You're a seeker. You're looking for an answer. Yeah. And it's that I think drives this podcast. You're trying to find out about yourself. And I think, again, like I said, that's the most human thing, to want to understand it. And I guess a lot of people don't. Maybe they're not like ready to ask that question. And, you know, maybe they've got like a really kind of simple, happy life. They don't want to find out. And that's also kind of fine.
Yeah.
But I think you want to find out what's going on, basically. And you're creative. You want to make stuff. You want to perform. And you want to make stuff that makes people happy.
Yeah.
So I guess that was like my initial impression working with you. But like, this is going to sound super lame, but you're just a sweet, sensitive dude. Like you are. Yeah. Like you're a sensitive guy. And like, but I don't think you can be a comedian or an artist or a filmmaker or whatever without having that.
Yeah.
And I think everyone is to various points. But yeah, you're looking for an answer and you're working towards it, and you're orientated in the right direction. So yeah.
Thank you, man. And the reason why I asked that is because I'm very interested in who I am sober. That's what I'm trying to find out, right? And it's interesting that you say that, because if I ask people that have known me 15, 20 years, or people like, you know, like last year, if I was to ask them, you know, they'd be like fun, wild, crazy. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's up for a party, he'll do anything, he's a bit crazy, you know, and I just...
But you definitely have that with comedy and performing.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Like that, and like doing stand-up as well. Follow me, please. I've only got 4 followers. Doing stand-up as well, that is like... That's better, for me at least. That's better than
my stand-up. That's one thing for me that as fucking sobriety has given me, is like that freedom on stage. Like I feel free, man.
It's better than any drink. Like when stand-up is going good, it is, for me at least, the purest joy. It's the most exciting, the most exhilarating. Like better than fucking speed, pills, whatever. It's just like that. But
who the fuck does speed, John? Mate, you can tell he ain't a fucking. Do you know what I mean?
I've done Adderall, thank you.
Menace to sobriety. Just a menace.